Hi Flosstube, it's Stacie for Stacie Stitches Creative Studio. Today is today is Thursday, August 5th, 2021. If you're new here, this is my channel about cross stitch and all things crafty, or some things crafty, a little bit of sewing. I want to learn how to quilt, but haven't done so just yet. If you are not new here and you're a subscriber, thank you very much for coming back. It's been a little while since my last video, and I apologize for that. I was under the weather. I'm still a little under the weather, but getting better every day. Not COVID related, just a cold brought on by allergies and all that fun stuff. So yeah, I have a ton of stuff to talk to you guys about, and I don't think I should ever wait 3 weeks to do another video again, because I think it took me 2 days of preparation to get everything together, because I kind of forgot what I've done over the last 3 weeks. So going forward, I created myself my own little journal or calendar, and I'm gonna keep track of everything that I stitch on, so that I'm much more much more prepared for the next time I have to go an insanely amount of time between videos. So yeah, I have been working on a lot of new stuff. But what are some awesome, fantastic new things that have been going on? The first is I went to my first local stitching meetup. There is a group out there called the Pasco Stitch Bitch group. And so I met up with a few of the girls from there. They were holding a stitching meetup at our local grocery store, which has like a cafe, which is away from the actual grocery store. It's on the second level. So it was a quiet little time. I met 3 ladies. None of them know what Flosstube is. They're not really entrenched in the community or our community here. So trying to explain to them what this was kind of interesting. I don't know that any of them will hop on the Flosstube train, to be honest with you. I tried to get Sally to go with me. Sally is part of our Flosstube Friends Round Robin, but she was unavailable. So maybe I'll catch up with her next time, because she's now in the Facebook group with me, and I hope to do that again soon. But the ladies were super nice. But they're all still working from kits, a lot of them. So hopefully I can turn them. I think I can. They'll be buying stash in no time. The other thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about was I am hosting a Secret Santa ornament exchange, ornament smalls exchange / Secret Santa, through the Elfster app / website. If you guys would like to sign up, sign-ups will close on August 10th. I'll put the link below, and you can sign up and become a Secret Santa. I thought it'd be a fun thing to do, to prep for the holidays, and to possibly meet a new stitchy friend, whether or not they're here or across the country or across the world. So if you'd be interested, on Elfster there is a checkmark box that if you're not willing to ship internationally, you won't be paired up with someone who is out of country. So it's a pretty interesting app or website. I use the website, not the app. I have both, but for me, it's easier on the website. You know, everything, glasses, everything's easier on a website. So if you'd like to join us, I know that Janet has signed up, Janet of Janet Jabber. She has signed up, and I think quite a few of my Flosstube Round Robin friends have signed up too. So if you'd like to join us, click the link below, and we'll see you on Elfster. The other awesome thing, I got like so many awesome things to tell you guys. Okay, so Athena, Stitching Goddess Designs, will be coming to visit. well, she'll be visiting Orlando because, you know, she loves herself some Harry Potter. So she'll be making a Universal trip, and Orlando is about an hour and a half from me. So I'm going to go over there and spend the night with her. Well, that sounded dirty, but I'm going to go over and have a girls' night with Athena, and that will be awesome. The other awesome new thing is I'm going to Stitch West. It was kind of a last minute thing. I have so many miles racked up from canceled trips. So I was like, well, I can get a flight for free. Cha-ching. Registration was not that expensive. And it's in an area where you don't need to rent a car. Hotels are close by. But dude, hotels in Salt Lake City are hella expensive. At least to me, they seem really expensive. So that was going to be my downfall. If you know, I couldn't make the numbers work right, and it happens to be Brian's birthday weekend. Sorry, babe. But he said, yeah, go do it. So I already knew that Athena and Zan were going, and they were already planning to room together. And Athena's like, oh, maybe I'll talk to Zan and we can just get a roll away. And I'm like, no, I'll either find somebody to room with, or I just won't go. I don't want to say it's not that big a deal, but it's not that big a deal. There'll be more retreats and more things going on as the years go on. So I, you know, put it out on Facebook like, hey guys, I'm going to Stitch West. Is anybody else going to, you know, need a roommate, blah, blah, blah. And somebody said, oh, Rocio's going. Rocio's bringing her husband. So rooming was kind of out on that one. But Rocio's like, oh, well, Ymir's going. And I said, oh, let me ping Ymir. So me and Ymir are going to be roomies at Stitch West. We found a really great hotel, which is less than 0.2 of a mile from the convention center. So I'm super excited. And I'm super excited to get to spend some time with Ymir and make some more stitchy friends out west. And I can't wait to see Athena and Zan again. None of my Flosstube fangirls are heading out that way. Not that I know of anyway. No one said that they are. So, but yeah. So that's all the exciting new things happening in my stitchy world. I have other new things happening in everyday life, but we'll get to those later. So let's get on with the stitching. I have gone FFO crazy because I just needed to get things done. I needed to get things done. So I think I'm going to make a plan to have an FFO weekend once a month. So this way, anything that I have done, I want to get FFO'd and out of the way. So I don't have a UBB like Pam and Steph say, an under the bed box. I don't want an under the bed box. I want to make sure everything gets finished. But as with a lot of stitchers, I am terrible with fully finishing things. So the first thing that I finished was Make Lemonade by Country Cottage Needleworks. Look at that. I know it's a little crooked, y'all. Give me some leeway. I'm still working on this. But this had some kind of saying underneath of it. But I got this on Zulily for like $5 or $6, and I thought it was so cute. So I'm gonna hang this in my kitchen, I think. It's got, got a little handle. I used Ymir's silks for this and Dinky dyes. Beautiful. I think it turned out pretty well. Sorry for the sniffles. The other things that I finished are from Hands On Designs, Year of Celebrations. Y'all, I'm so not caught up with these, but I finished April. So these all go on a magnet board calendar that I have in my kitchen. And now that I'm looking at it, like, you can barely tell that April's there, but I'll know. April, May. Oh, I'm not sure if that's my hair or leftover glue. Oh, it's glue. May. So these were all stitched on 14 count Ada in the colorway Venetian Stone and stitched with all the called for threads. This is June. I like that one, it's so cute. So I'm working on July, which I forgot to put in my whip pile, but I'm working on the July one. That one is like my stitch at work on conference calls, when I just have to listen and don't have to watch. So I forgot to bring that over here. And then I also finished April Cottage from Country Cottage Needleworks. Stitched on 28 count lamb's wool linen with the DMC conversion. It turned out so cute. I'm way behind on these two, but I'm gonna do the year of celebrations first. These ones I hang on a garden gate, tabletop garden gate that sits on my desk for work. Speaking of work, there is a 99.9% chance that I will no longer be going into the office. They've created like 3 different, they've gone through everybody's roles and created 3 different role types. So you're either going to be a hybrid role, a remote role, or an on-site role. And I don't work for the local plant, so I doubt very much that they will put me in the on-site role or even the hybrid role. So we'll see. Next up was Land of the Free from Stitching with the Housewives. I made these into pillows. It was my first time doing this, where I added like the extra on the front, and then it's my first time doing a back slit, and then I used this fabric and used fabric glue to cover it up. I kind of hate this. I kind of want to go back and just do it the normal way. This was, don't get me wrong, this was a hell of a lot faster because you don't have to worry about what it looks like because you cover it up, but I don't like the way it, I just don't like the way it looks. And then the fabric's fraying, so that's kind of pissing me off. But, and this is the one that I messed up. As you can tell, I'm like I'm missing like a whole line of stitches over here. But it still turned out pretty cute, and it's still pretty fluffy. So I finished that one. That was stitched on 32 count Twilight linen from Picture This Plus. Stitched 2/2 with the called for classic colorworks. All of these, I have 2 other pillows from the Housewives. All of them were stitched on the Twilight with the called for threads, except for the blue. I changed the blue to Mermaid. So this is Proud to Be an American. There we go. The Uncle Sam, he's so cute. And then Stars and Stripes. And then last but not least, I finished a Mill Hill kit called the Patriotic Quartet, which I also finished into a pillow. I used all of the same backing fabric and this fabric, which I got from, I'm not sure if I got from Fat Quarter Shop or Simple Stitches, one or the other. But look at all those beads, y'all. This is the one that I beaded in the car. Yes, I did. It looks so nice. And I'm going to put these on my tiered tray in my other room. My tiered tray is so bare right now because I didn't have anything to put on it because I was waiting to finish those. Imagine that. So June, this June from Hands On Design, this actually was a start and a finish. So I started this and finished this since my last Flosstube. Again, that's from the Hands On Design, Year of Celebrations. So yeah, I was really kicking some butt with some FFOs. At least I think so. They've only been sitting in there since the end of June. So getting ready to be done. I did have a couple of new starts and literally 2 new starts and quite a few whips because I did the hashtag Stitchmas in July. So I was working on some Christmas stuff along with a few other things. So let's get on with my new starts. My first new start is a Christmas stocking from Shepherd's Bush. This is the Richard's stocking. And this is stitched, oh my goodness, people, I didn't realize this. This is stitched on 18 count natural linen from Witchelt, and it is stitched with pearl cotton, which I had never stitched with pearl cotton before. I really like it. And this is how far along I got. And it's going super fast. Sorry, y'all. You know, stitching in hand, I fold my stuff over a lot. So this is going really quickly. My mother and my stepfather have the most raggedy dollar store stockings, so I want to make them their own stockings. So this is going to be my stepfather stocking. So I'm stitching with this with all the called for pearl cotton, and then there will be some buttons. It comes with buttons and things. So I'm enjoying stitching with the pearl cotton. It's real easy because you don't have to separate the threads. It is a little chunky, and sometimes I feel like 18 count, it should have been more like 6, or I don't know. Bigger holes. That's what I'm getting at. Bigger holes. And then the other thing that I started was my birthday start. My birthday start, I'm doing a sal with Ymir, Almond M&Ms. And we are doing Summer House Stitches Inheritance Sampler. My God, they're so beautiful. Hang on just a second. I'd yell at my kid to let the dog out. So yes. We are doing this as a sal, hashtag Inheritance Sampler Sal, as my birthday start. I still haven't decided yet who I'm making the sampler for, like whose initials I'm going to put in here. I'm thinking I want to make it for my son and then put my son's initials at the top, and then me and my husband's initials, my parents and his parents. I haven't decided yet. But Ymir is really working her way on this one. I'm not sure if you guys recall, but I decided to do this on a 40 count Verdal dyed by Jody from the Stacie Stitches in this really gorgeous yellow color. And I am using Color and Cotton, not Color and Cotton, Classic Colorworks, Blue Beatrice, and Blueberry Tart. And this is how far along I got. So this is the top border. OMG. It's so good. So good. So stitching this one thread over 2. It just looks, I love this. I love it so much. It's so pretty. And Ymir's is so pretty. And we have a few other stitchers joining us too, and they've picked out some really beautiful colors as well. So I'm excited to see number one, if everybody keeps up with the sal. I'm trying my damnedest to do so, especially because it was my birthday start and I really love this pattern. And what's also odd about it is that it's really usually not something I gravitate towards, but for whatever reason, I saw it at StitchCon and I just had to have it. Not many things that like have to have. I say have to have a lot, but this one I really had to have it. And the sentimentality of it is really something that intrigued me as well, because I really like to get into genealogy sometimes. Sometimes it's disheartening though to find out certain things about your ancestors. Not that you can change it, but it just is what it is. But yeah. So yeah, join me and Ymir if you have this pattern. Gorgeous. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I bumped you all. I'm sorry. So those were my 2 new starts. Now we're gonna move on to whips. Which are heavily Christmas related because I was doing Stitchmas in July. So the first up is Yo Ho Ho from Sue Hillis Designs. He's so cute. But my Lord, you know, this is not a very big pattern. Let me see, how big is it? It is finished size. Well, there's no stitch count. 5 by 7, right? No real stitch count. I'm stitching it on 25 count Barley Lugana from Lori Holt. But there is a lot of, it's not really confetti, but it's not block stitch either. So there's how far I got with him. So I got the Yo Ho Ho done and some of the tree and working on his hat and his beard. But this one is in my, is not in my active whip pile. This is moving to, my hold box, which I'll talk about. My hold bag, which I'll talk about at the end in plans. But I'm stitching with this with all of the Carl Floor DMC, and there's a lot, like, there's a lot of DMC in there. Then I think this is the only non-Christmas one in here. Oh no, there's 2 other ones that aren't Christmas related. This is my summer seasonal stitch. So I'm taking a page out of Janet Jabber's book and stitching on a seasonal item in that season for 30 minutes a day. So she does her Mirabilia seasonal queens. I am doing Lavender and Lace's Celtic Ladies. Is that what they're called? Well, this one's called Celtic Summer, but they're Celtic Ladies. So, y'all, look at how far I got on this. This is just doing 30 minutes a day, and I started it on, let me refer to my little card here. I started it on July 12th. So if you, man, I'm getting really bad at this. So this is what she'll look like when she's done. These ones are gonna live in my bedroom, and I think I'm gonna keep all of them up all year because these bitches are a lot of work. So this is how far I got on the summer one. The shitty thing about these is that they call for, oh sorry, this is stitched on a 28 count summer khaki casual linen, and I'm stitching with the called for DMC. And like I was saying, the shitty part about this is that they were stitched and originally done with needle paints, which I don't think you can get anymore. I couldn't find them anywhere. So I'm using someone had put out a DMC conversion on a blog, and that most closely relates. So I'm hoping it looks as good as the picture, if not better. And I'm also not using the stinking Rainbow Gallery gold filament thread. I am using gold DMC Diamant. I just think for me, it's much easier to work with. I don't struggle with it. With the Rainbow Gallery metallics, I struggle hard. But as you can see, I got a lot of that gold on there. So this has worked out really well, doing 30 minutes a day on it. At least I think so. So then when winter comes around, I'll put the summer lady away and pull the winter. Actually, I'm not doing winter because I don't have the winter pattern. I'm doing Christmas. The Christmas lady, once winter starts, I'll start working on her. Again, please forgive me for the sniffles. So the next thing I worked on for hashtag Stitchmas in July was I pulled this back out from my March Madness, the Ornamental Joy from Country Cottage Needleworks. I took this to the Stitchin Bitch group, and they had never seen a Country Cottage Needlework pattern before, which is why I know they are not part of the cross stitch community. So, y'all, I got a good bit of this done. So this one's probably going to stay out in the rotation. Look at that. It's so pretty. I am using all the called fors on this, so it's a mixture of, I think it's DMC and Classic Colorworks. Yes, DMC and Classic Colorworks. I'm not sure how I'm going to finish it, though. I want to do something cool with it. Like maybe one of those big glass ornaments. Do you all have any ideas on what I could do with that? I just think it would be so cool to do something cool with it. But yeah, I got a good bit of that one done. And it's a super easy stitch. I mean, a lot of Country Cottage Needleworks is easy to do. Which is why I like them. There's not so many colors, you know, but they do use variegated, so that gives you a little bit of interest. A lot of interest. I like them. I like a lot of their patterns. The next thing I worked on, this is the big one. So I am working on Santa's Village from Country Cottage Needleworks. I have all of the patterns. I am stitching this on, that's not right, 36 count Ocean Air from Fox and Rabbit. And I'm working on Santa's House is the first one. And I got just about a quarter of Santa's house done, maybe. So I haven't worked on this one for like a week because I've been doing some other things. I think this blue, I think it's gonna look so cool. As long as I don't fudge it up when I move on to the next one. But I love it. 36 count Ocean Air, Fox and Rabbit, stitched 1/2 with all of the called for. Yeah, I think it's turning out really nice. This will stay in the whip rotation too, I believe. I say that, but then I'm like, oh my God, I got so many whips. I don't have nearly as many whips as a lot of other people. I want to say I have a lot of active whips right now. And it's hard to say no, and you want to keep them active. So I'm trying to figure out a good way to divvy up my stitching time. And I just haven't found, other than my 30-minute seasonal stitch, that's the only thing that I've really been able to keep to, if I get to stitching at all in a particular day. But I'm trying to think of, like, do I do something like on certain days? So in plans, I will discuss more about, I should have got a drink, what I'm going to do, or what I think I'm going to do. So the next thing that I started was, or continued working on, because I think I showed this one to you guys before. Yeah, I started it on July 11th, so I should have showed you before. Oh, I left my threads out there. This is When Witches Go Riding. It is the Sal from Tiny Modernist. And here, I was doing so well when I first got it, and then I kind of fell off. So the second release has already been done. So if you haven't seen this pattern, I failed to bring a picture of it. But since the last time, I think I finished the witch. I did the star, I did her cauldron, and I did the letters. This is so cute. And the second release, oh my God, it is the cutest thing ever. It's like eyeball vines. Oh my goodness. I love, love, love it. And I'm loving this fabric. This is a 36 count Color Happens from Fiber on a Whim. Super easy to stitch on. I'm stitching this with 1 thread over 2, and I decided to change a couple of the colors because I wanted to use some of my Forbidden Fiber Co. colors. So the green I'm using is Fern. Jesus. Oh, Cheezo Pete. Fern from Forbidden Fiber Co. And this is Orchid from Forbidden Fiber Co. And there's Smokescreen. And then I'm just using B5200 and 310 for the black and the white. So I'm thinking, since I saw so many people chatting about how Anchor is now at some of the local craft stores, I'm thinking I might want to try black Anchor and white Anchor, because I hate, especially white. For whatever reason, I hate the way white stitches on pretty much everything. It always looks smaller than everything else. Do you guys feel that way too? The blacks, not so much, but with the white, hold please. But with white or B5200 or Blanc or whatever white you're using, it always looks smaller on everything. Like stitching that Santa's Village, like the snow. I need to stop saying like. Gosh, dang it. It doesn't look as full as the other colors do. Y'all get what I mean? I'm sure you do. So the other thing that I worked on for Stitchmas in July is I keep forgetting to show you guys these patterns, but is the Never Ending Border on A Christmas Story. Look, it's a major award. That is Needleminder from Rebel Stitcher Designs. So this is going to be a gift for my brother-in-law because he, even at 40 years old, still loves A Christmas Story. This is just the border of this pattern. So in the middle of the pattern, it's going to have all the characters. This is a Play-Doh squirrel pattern. She does a lot of pop culture patterns. Boy, I'm just zipping through this one. But this is a super intricate border. So anyway, the characters are going to be inside the border. And Ralphie will be in his bunny suit. And Randy will be in his snowsuit. And then there's a quote from the movie about how his dad is like, you know, the best curse word user ever. Remember that part? Where he says, my father, you know, basically he's the best guy who ever cursed ever. So I did some more on that. I'm stitching this on 28 count Pale Misty Blue from Dove Stitch. And I'm stitching it with the called for DMCs, and I'm stitching it 2 over 2. Yes, 2 over 2. That's how long ago it's been since I stitched on it. Oh, and it's in my Love You More Studio Co. Christmas Story bag. And then the last whip that I worked on is Oh Feathers from Rosewood Manor. This is a sal that I was doing with Bobby of Pumpkin Creek Primitives and Sally. I think Sally's the only one who's been working on hers because Bobby and I were slacking. But I saw that Gary and Ronnie from Garon Stitchery started a sal too, so I figured might as well pull it out and start it again. So I'm stitching this on Through the Stones from Bestitch Me on a 32 count, and I'm stitching it with the called for sulky threads, which are amazing. I love the silky threads. So I think last time I showed you this, guys, which was a bazillion years ago. My first stitch was at StitchCon for this, I think. But I had only had like half of this heart and maybe this orange piece and this orange piece. So I got a good bit of it. Come on, you. There she goes. A good bit of it done. The colors are just amazing. Amazing. So I love that one too. Though I think this is going to go on the back burner for a little bit because I want to get some autumn Halloween Thanksgiving stitching done. So yeah, that's a lot of whips, y'all. A lot of whips. Okay, what's my next segment? Could it be what you watching, Stacie? So I've been watching a lot of Flosstube since we've been back from Pennsylvania because that's what I leave on my TV all day long because I don't want to listen to the news. Or Judge Judy or what other trash stuff was on during the day. And I could listen to a podcast, but I figure might as well listen to my favorite people talk about one of my favorite things to do. So I started watching 3 new Flosstubers. The first one is Lovins Stitchin, Danielle. Again, I will link everybody's YouTube channel below in the show notes. And all these 3 new YouTuber, well, not new, they're new to me, YouTubers, all are under the hashtag under 1000 subs club. So Danielle, Lovins Stitchin. So that's Lovins with an S, Stitchin. We've been following each other on Instagram for quite a while, so I was like, you know what, I need to pop over and check out her Flosstube. So I watched it, and I binge watched it. I'm not sure how many episodes she has, but she is a super fast stitcher. She's super fast, y'all. Super fast stitcher. She gets a lot of work done. I don't know how she does it. Because I think she's got like 2 little ones. I have one not so little one. And I still can't seem to find the time to do everything. She has great finishing and she does a lot of cute things and has some really good ideas on finishing. She's very Priscilla and Chelsea Stitching with the Housewife-esque. So if you're into that, you will be into Danielle. So go check out Danielle. The other one that I watched was Mattie K. She is a new stitcher, which I thought was interesting because not only is she a new stitcher, she's a new Flosstuber. So she's jumping right in with both feet, eyes closed, nose like this. And the first thing that she started was a Hade. I will not do a Hade. Hades are just not my jam. I'm not totally into the full coverage. I think they look beautiful when other people do them, but I would lose my patience like there's no tomorrow. I would lose my shit on the weekly if I had to do a Hade. They're beautiful. Patterns are beautiful. Artwork is beautiful. It's just not for me. If it were like this big, maybe. But we all know that Hades are not that big. So I thought it was interesting that she started her first project was a Hade. You go, girl. You get it, Mattie. And she loves Plum Street samplery. I mean, a lot of people do. I think it's an addiction for a lot of folks. I ain't hating on it because everybody's got their thing, right? I think I have maybe 2 or 3 patterns, but I know people are gaga for Plum Street samplery with good reason. The designs are very, very, very nice. I just don't know where I would put them in my house. I live in Florida, y'all. There ain't nothing colonial, primitive. Like, we're lucky if there's 100-year-old houses in here, down here. Now, if I was still living in Philly, then I would probably do one of those and probably have a whole lot of country decorating. I just don't feel like my house is, it doesn't warrant it. I don't live in a plantation house. My house was built in 2009, you know? Maybe I'm wrong about that. The other thing is she's doing the village at Hawk-Run Hollow too. Gotta love a girl who starts the biggest thing she can find as a new stitcher. It's amazing. So go check out Mattie. She was really fun. I think I watched all of her videos too. She doesn't have that many. I want to say she has like a handful. And then D's 20 Stitches. So if you don't know, D is the one who created, I'm not sure if they did the artwork for it or just released it as, I think they worked in conjunction with an artist to create the pattern for the trans unicorn pattern. You all have seen it. If you watch Michelle Bendy, you've seen it. But they started their own Flosstube, and I hopped on, and it was super fun, funny, enjoyable. And y'all, they made a toy out of their finish. Like, I would never have thought of that. So they finished I want to say it was either a Satsuma Street or a Tiny Modernist pattern. They finished it, and then when they FFO'd it, fully finished it, they created a stuffed animal turtle. It is the freaking cutest thing I've ever seen in my life. And it was just a colorful, they're very colorful, very upbeat, very happy thing to watch. And dude, I just could not get over the turtle. So go check out, and they are working on really cool patterns I've never seen before. So go on over, check out D's 20 Stitches. Amazing. So those were my 3 new Flosstubers that I started following, falling under the hashtag under 1000 subs club. However, I don't believe that D will be there very long if they haven't already surpassed 1,000. Just because the energy is amazing. I feel like this is going to be a super long one. I promise. I will get it on. Not get it on. I will get on with it. Happy Mail and Stash acquisitions. You all, let me preface this by, this is like a month's worth of stuff, okay? And as of this month, I've canceled all of my fabric subscriptions because my fabric is getting out of control. I want to rein in my spending because I want to go to more retreats. And so I've canceled that. I've also canceled a few of my thread clubs because I just have to, where the hell am I going to store all this shit? So the only one that I kept 2 clubs. The one is the Calendar Crates Club because I started it and I want to get all 12 calendars. And the other, or all 12 patterns. And the other one is my Color and Cotton because I just started that and it's a bitch to get into. So I'm just gonna do that for now. But first, Happy Mail. Because y'all, last week was my birthday. I turned 43. Thank you for the few of you that sent me little notes wishing me happy birthday. I appreciate it. But I got Happy Mail. I got this lovely, cute, adorable card from Lisa Cacchetti. Right? Did I say it right again this time, Lisa? So Lisa's my friend in California. We've been sending snail mail back and forth to each other. She sent me the lovely, she was so lovely, and she sent me the Sue Hillis Designs, If Morale Doesn't Improve, the Beatings Will Continue. She sent me that. It was so nice of her. She didn't have to. And she was just like, yeah, I have it. I'm not going to stitch it. You can have it. So she sent it to me. I sent her a thank you note. She was so jazzed that I sent her a thank you note. She sent me this card for my birthday. And inside she sent me little, you can't see them though. So she sent me little, there's little buttons in there, red, white, and blue buttons. And she reused the washi tape that I sent. That I taped for her. I'm not sure what I sent her. I might have sent her. I don't know. But anyway, thank you so much, Lisa. So nice. Girl, are you going to Stitch West? Because if you're not, you should. And then we can meet. And then we can hug. And we can hug it out and spend some time together laughing and chatting. So, please, 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 Lisa. Come to Stitch West. It's not that far from you, I don't think. Maybe a 2-hour flight. I am super horrible with geography. Outside of like the Eastern Seaboard. So Lisa's like in the LA area and Stitch West is in Salt Lake City, Utah. So I don't know how far away that is, but it's probably way closer than me. So the first things I got is whatever. So Color and Cotton was having some of their grab bags. They were having grab bag sales. So I picked up 2 grab bags, 3 pieces of linen. These are perfect for ornaments or teeny tiny things. Oh, look at this blue. Nothing's named, so I don't know what they are. They're pretty. That's what they are. You don't need to know anything more than that. I don't know what counts they are, and it doesn't matter. That's why it's a grab bag. So that one's like a mottled green gray type-ish. So that would be cute with some spooktacular Halloween stuff on it. So I got that one. And also from Color and Cotton, I got a 3-piece opal 8x12, 3 pieces of 8x12 opalescent even weave. I like these shiny ones. Again, Christmas ornaments. Oh yeah. So that's like a white one. This is like a tan one. The colors are coming up pretty good today. Even though it's like cloudy out. And then this one I love. It's like a sea foamy green with the sparkly. Love it. Love it. And their grab bags, I want to say they're like $6 each. No, that can't be right. I don't know. They were cheap. Because it's a grab bag. Because it's offcuts. I'll take an offcut. I should be like Ymir and just like get an offcut and like get a super tiny, start doing super tiny. I think 40 is as high as I can go. I love you, Ymir, but I don't think I could do 56. Then I got my August Jody fabric in this lovely deep purple. I'm so sad to be canceling, but I'm sorry, Jody. I have so much fabric. Halloween. Halloweeny. I'm sure you could stitch something other than Halloween on Jody's purple, but Jody's purple is so Halloween. And then this one, this green, I think a Christmas, like a red something or other on this, especially this on the darker bottom part. Yes. Yes. Love it. And this is 36 count. That Verdal though, Jody, damn girl. That 40 count Verdal, it is so nice. I can't get over how nice it is. And now I wish I bought more of it. I think I did get one other piece. I'll have to check my stash. I have to check my spreadsheet and then check my stash. Then, this is another one I'm sad to have canceled, but gotta do what you gotta do. I got my Fiberlicious Yummy Fibers for July. I will get August because I already paid for August, but this is Botanic Garden. Did I already show you these? No, I didn't. Super variegated. And Quiet Stone. Moss. What I find interesting, you know how many moss threads I probably have? And none of them look the same. Some are green, some are brown, some are green and brown. Gray. Sage. I really like this sage. That's much better representation. And aloe. Aloe. Is it me you're looking for? I'm sorry, I can't sing, but that's what it is. Because she is the pun master. Gwen is the pun master. And then the fabric, which is aloe from the other side. And it's just this green. So pretty. And this is a 28 count Lugana. So I will miss Gwen's fabric, but I can always just go buy some. If I feel like I need just a little fix, I can just go get it. It won't be the fabric of the month, but it will be Gwen's fabric dyed beautifully. Then I wanted to dabble in, I got a pattern from Peppermint Purple because I wanted to try some black work, but I wanted to do something that looked, I don't want to say simple, but not super intricate. I know that my Rose Marquee from Long Dome Sampler has like black work style in it, but I thought this was cute and has my initials, so I got that pattern. Look, y'all, I printed it out for you. I also got from Ymir, I got her beautiful, you guys have seen these everywhere, so I'm not going to show you every single one of them, but I got the skin. I got the skins. And if you're from the 90s, forget I even said that if you understand the reference. So I got all of her skin tone silks. Yeah. Which are so pretty. Oh, look at that. And that was the one that fell on the floor. So if you haven't heard, Ymir is also doing a advent box for fall and for winter. So if you haven't seen that, go check out her Flosstube. Go check out her her Insta or her, not Facebook page, jeez Louise, website. And she'll have the information there. It's an advent box. It's all fibers. It's nothing but fibers. It's just fibers. Just fibers. And then I hopped on the Be Stitch Me Friday Night Fight Night Club and was able to score a piece of fabric. This is an 18 by 27 40 count linen in Shoreline. What? So this is the whiter side and this is the bluer side. It's beautiful. Beautiful. That's how my son used to say beautiful. 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 And I kept watching Zan, Crazy Band Lady Stitches, working on this pattern, and it is so flippin' cute. And I wanted to wait until the whole thing, it was a mystery style from Luminous Fiber Arts, and I wanted to wait till the whole pattern came out before I decided to buy it, because after I saw the first two, I knew I was going to, and then I saw the third. Look at that, Jingle Jolly Joy. Those are the cute, that reindeer and that Santa and that snowman. I just can't even. Misty, amazing job. So stinking cute. But I think I'm going to make these into ornaments. and do them as 3 separate charts. And since you can't buy a pattern at Women's Fiber Arts without buying some fabric, I bought from Misty, I got a fat quarter of smoke blue in 36 count. It's such a good neutral. It's more gray than blue. I really like that. Not my normal smack you in the face color. Though I think I kind of like all colors. I don't think I'm not really like a prim girl. I'm not really a bright girl. I kind of like it all. And then I got a fat quarter of a 36 count platinum. Another really nice neutral, which I think I might actually use for those ornaments, because I think they would look good on this. And I have plenty since the fat quarter. Yeah, I think it's going to take me 10 years to get through. I will never, ever, ever again wait 3 weeks to do a video. No, I really, to be honest, I couldn't help it. I couldn't barely talk last week. I know, kind of a shitty way to spend my birthday is sniffling and snorting and taking medicine and drinking tea. And I felt bad because my kid's like, Mommy, we got your birthday cake. And I'm like, once you get to a certain age, birthdays are like, oh, okay, it's another birthday. I would like for people to celebrate my birthday more, but my husband does a good job. He gets cards from him and my son. We get a birthday cake. But these are the times that I miss my family. Birthdays, holidays, you know, blah, 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 blah. Because no one's around. What can you do? Had to go where the money was, right? So for my birthday, speaking of my birthday, I really wanted to I wanted to go with a stitchy friend to Brick City. Brick City is one of the 2 closest, so they're about equidistant, or equitime, not equidistant, but my closest LNS is at least 2 hours away, either 2 hours south or 2 hours north. I much prefer to go north. It's less congested than driving south. So I wanted to go to Brick City Stitch Shop in Ocala, Florida. I wanted one of my stitchy friends to go with me, but the 2 stitchy friends that I asked were unavailable. Which was kind of a bummer because I don't want to bring my son and my kid because, number one, I don't want them in the shop with me because I want to feel relaxed and like I don't have to rush through everything. And number 2, I don't want to listen to my kid whine about having to take a 2-hour car drive to go to a shop that Mommy wants to go to. So I was kind of bummed and I was already sick, and my husband's like, look, it's your birthday. We'll do whatever you want to do. Let's go up to Brick City. I'll look around. I will, before we leave. So on Thursday and Friday, he was looking around to see what else was out there. So there's a Harbor Freight out there and Lowe's and Home Depot and all that stuff and a dollar store. So they did that while I spent 2.5 hours perusing the shop. And I needed those 2.5 hours. Brick City is one of the nicest shops I've been in. Everything is super organized. Jean, the owner, is amazing. She's super sweet, super attentive. And Helen, who was working fabric that day, same. Super sweet, super attentive, willing to help customers with whatever they need. They also had a group of ladies in there stitching, which I don't think it was like an advertised stitching. I think people just go in there and stitch. Maybe not. But everybody I met there was super nice. And I spent the whole 2.5 hours looking at patterns, trying to figure out what I wanted to get. And I got some fabric too. I got patterns, I got fabric. And I think I probably skipped a whole section of patterns just because it wasn't something that I was interested in stitching at that moment. But I will definitely be back. The ladies were amazing. I wish I lived closer. And maybe next time one of my Stitchy gals will be able to go with me. So, at Brick City, I got some patterns that I thought were really... Now looking at them, they are almost all Christmas. I got a lot of work to do on Christmas stuff. So the first one I got was Merry Musings from Waxing Moon Designs, and I loved, the thing that got me was life is short, drink the eggnog, and eat the cookies. That one. And the other one does, what's the other one say? 43, y'all. I just want to stitch and watch Christmas movies, which I am usually all in on the Christmas in July Hallmark Christmas movie thing, and I seem to have missed it this year somehow. Usually around my birthday, for like the week and a half before, I am watching Christmas movies on Hallmark Channel. And I kind of skipped it this year. I kind of feel empty inside because I did that. So, yeah, super cute. And I've never seen that before. Then I got Heavenly Hog from Pedal Pusher. So I want to make this for my father-in-law because he has this Christmas ornament or Christmas light thing in the front yard. It's a pig that flies. And I was like, oh my God, I saw that. I have to have that because I have to make it for him. Because he had to have the pig that flies in the front yard. Then I picked up Foxwood Crossings Letter Sleds A to Z. I thought this would be cute for Christmas gifts. I don't know if I'm going to do them on the sleds. Like, should I do them on the sleds? The sleds are kind of cute, but I don't know. What do you think? Should I do them on the sleds? Please let me know. And then I've been eyeing this one up from Stitching with the Housewives. But I mean, they're kind of waiting in favor with me because everything's super cute, but that's it. It's super cute. And sometimes I just don't want to do cute. Does that make sense? So this is And to All Good Night, but this one I really liked it. And then living in Florida, I couldn't pass up Lindy Stitches Merry Manatees. And I think I want to try to do this as a drum if I can figure it out. Is it hard? Can you all tell me, is it hard? But how cute is that stinking manatee? And the little fish with the present on its head. Get out of here. And then the last one I got is not Christmas. It's Halloween. It's so cute. It is the Cricut Collection, Three Gables. And I think I saw someone else recently on Instagram is stitching this. If that's you, let me know. Isn't that stinking cute? Now I have to find the buttons for it though. Love it. So those were the patterns I got. Then can't leave there without getting fabric, and I've been liking this. Oh no, first I just had to pick up some threads just because they were there. So I wanted to get Christmas colors. So I got Holly Berry and Balsam Fir from Classic Colorworks because these were two that I did not have in my stash. And loving that Balsam Fir. Then I got fabric. So I got a fat quarter of 32 count Lugana in Crystal Artichoke. I don't know. Who has the orange? Is that Zweigart? I don't know. And this was the first off the bolt, so I was able to pick my piece, or pick my side. So it's a little mottled, but I love that opalescent. Or this one's not, they don't call it opalescent, they call it crystal. So I got a fat quarter of that. Dude, my nose is so itchy. I got a fat quarter of the 32 count Lugana opalescent in white. I like this for, I think I might do those sleds on it. Or other Christmas ornaments because it's sparkly. And 32 counts like barely manageable. Or really easily manageable. And then the last bit that I got, this is really pretty, is 32 count Lagana Whimsical Crystal. Whimsical is the color, crystal is the opalescent. So this, okay, so it's showing up a little more purple, but it is really blue. Oh, it's so pretty. Oh, there we go. That's more like it. Gorgeous. Can you see the sparkles? If you can't, I'm gonna show it up close. Look at those sparkles. So I got that. And then we had a nice day. We went out to lunch to this place called Locos, which is I guess a new chain that's coming to Florida. And the food was pretty good. Then I put in an order with Fire Poppies. I wanted these. These are hands-on designs, new signs of the season, which I will probably get all of these. I love them. So, and it came with the little bat pins. I love Fire Poppies. I can't wait to visit there. So I also kitted up and got from Fire Poppies all of the stuff that I need. So I got linen, threads for Autumn and Stars Hollow pattern. I did get my Autumn and Stars Hollow box, but I'm not sure that I'm gonna do an unboxing because everybody does unboxings. And honestly, if you're watching me, you're probably watching 5 other people who do the unboxings. So let me know. Are you interested in seeing me do an unboxing? Do you care about unboxings? If I'm getting the box, I don't watch other people opening the box. Maybe a few people. But 9 times out of 10, I don't. I just skip over those videos and watch the regular videos. But if I don't get the box, then I want to see what's in the box. What's in the box? If you know that quote, it's a movie quote. What's in the box? If you know that, put it in the comments and I will send you a pattern. I will send you, I'm not going to tell you what the pattern is. You're just going to have to, it's a special gift. I will tell you it will be a Plum Street pattern. So if you would like a Plum Street pattern, tell me what movie quote, tell me the movie that quote is from. Okay. Also from Fire Poppies, I got Jack-O-Lantern Jubilee from With Thy Needle and Thread. Look at that little witch. She's so cute. And then, last but not least, I got the Halloween issue of Just Cross Stitch magazine because one of the only things I want to stitch is I want to make a Biscornu. For the first time, I want to make a Biscornu. Right? Is that the Biscornu that I want to do? Does this one have the thing where everything's in the back? No, it doesn't. Let me see if I can find a better picture of that dang Biscornu. I didn't mark this up yet of all the things I want to stitch out of it because there's a lot. Like, I can share this without showing the pattern. Like, hello. Kind of love that. And okay, cuteness. Where's that dang Biscornu? Or how about this vintage, this vintage style little kid? I love those postcards, but I don't think I'd ever stitch them. I like getting the postcards. This one is just one of the ones that I was like, you know what? There is a lot. I have a subscription to Just Cross Stitch, and sometimes I get super disappointed. But this one seemed to be really good this time. Hello? That's the Biscornu I want to do. Is that too challenging for my first forte into a Biscornio? So that was my Fire Poppies order. And that is all my acquisitions. And thank you again to Lisa for the wonderful card. I really appreciate it. And I'll probably be sending you some happy mail soon. Be on the lookout, girl. Because just like you, I love getting snail mail. I love handwritten cards. I love giving handwritten cards. It's just, it is a lost art. I still handwrite my Christmas cards. Not the insides, but like handwrite the addresses. I always wanted to handwrite the insides, and as my Christmas card list gets smaller and smaller, because a lot of times for those who don't reciprocate, then I just stop sending them. If you're not going to send me one, I'm not going to send you one. Because I don't want to spend your money. Which is entirely not true, because I still send them to all my family, and none of those bitches send Christmas cards except my mother-in-law and my sister-in-law. Immediate family, I should clarify. So my last video, we were celebrating my 500 subscribers, and I told you to celebrate I would be giving away this tulip project bag with the my goodness, get your brain together. I have brain fog. Stitch Quarterly fresh cut pattern and line keepers and these thingamabobbers to hold on your hold your fabric, and another chart from Heart and Hand, the Doodle Spring, and thread pack for fresh cut. This is Cosmo thread. Y'all are lucky I'm keeping this together because I really wanted to try Cosmo thread, but I'm just gonna give it to you anyway. The thread conditioner, the needle minder, and the needle, and some ribbon. So I will insert the video here of the random comment generator picker, blah 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 thing. So the secret word was tulip, right? Here you go. Okay, Flosstube, we're going to pick the winner for the 500 subscriber giveaway from episode 17 of my Flosstube. There were 32 comments, and now we're going to filter those. The secret word was tulip. And here we go. Gold Beecher. Let's see here. Let's see if you filled out the Google form. You are our winner, and I will comment on your comment to get some more information from you. Thanks, everybody. So congratulations, Jan, and thank you for filling out the Happy Mail form. So I already have your address, and I will be getting this into the mail to you. If you would like to receive Happy Mail, random acts of kindness, or if you want to win a prize, like If you want to win a Plum Street sampler pattern, I don't know which one because I have a few that I'm going to be passing the stash on. Tell me what movie the line "What's in the box" is from. And I'm going to limit this to US only US or Canada viewers only at this time because postage is getting ridiculous. So, and the last package I sent was overseas to Evelyn, and it was a big one, like this one. So yes, fill out the Google Mail form, tell me who said that quote, or tell me what movie that quote is from, and I will send you a Plum Street sampler pattern. So that was my giveaway, Pass the Stash, Random Act of Kindness. Jan Gold Beecher is the winner chicken dinner. So I'll get that off to Jan. Stacie Stitches Creative Studio updates. We have sold so far 8 tablets, or 8 tablet stands. Yay! So exciting. My husband has been super busy, and now he's asking me what else should I make. So we have currently in, I want to say the planning stages / production phases, needle minder display, thread winders. So do you guys know what a thread winder is, right? And it's basically like a ruler, and you wrap your thread around it so you can get an 18-inch strand, and then you can put it on your thread drops. Thread holders and needle minders, not needle minder displays, needle minders. I want to try to get a needle minder created so I can take some with me to Stitch West. We'll see if we can get that going or not. He needs a lathe. He needs a benchtop lathe. He wants a benchtop lathe, but God love him, my husband. I love him dearly, and sometimes I wish he would just go out and buy the things that he wants, because we can if he wants to, but he's too cheap. So he likes to go on Facebook Marketplace and look for those kinds of things, and he also thinks like if he gets them on Facebook Marketplace, he can get like all of the tools that come with it, like the chisels and the I can't remember what the things are called. Whatever. The grinding tools or whatever. So yes, that is update for Stacie Stitch Studio. Sorry, my notes are over here. I'm not trying to be rude. Plans. Y'all, I got so many plans. Or not so many plans, but I'm trying to organize my plans. So I know that a lot of people are doing #ArbitraryAugust, which sounded like a good idea to me, but I realized that I don't have very many Halloween things stitched or very many autumnal things stitched. So I'm going to do #AutumnalAugust. So I've decided that on Sundays, I'm going to still be doing Spooky Sunday stitching, so it'll always be Halloween. On Thursdays, I'm going to do Thanksgiving stitching. On Wednesdays, I'm just going to do straight fall stitching. And then Saturday, I will do Santa stitching and or Christmas. And then the rest of the week, I can pick up whatever I want, whether or not be my inheritance sampler or feathers or something that's not holiday or autumnal related. So I think that's going to be my plan. Yes. Work on Halloween, autumn, Thanksgiving. #AutumnalAugust. If you're also stitching autumn patterns, whether that be fall, Halloween, Thanksgiving, use that hashtag as well. I'd love to see what you're working on. I always love to see what people are working on because then it enables me to go buy another freaking pattern. And then Saturdays will be Santa Saturdays or Stocking Saturdays or whatever. I should just do Festive Fridays with Janet, but Friday isn't enough time stitching. Like Saturday and Sunday, I can spend pretty much all day stitching if I want to. Because my kid does whatever he wants by himself, and my husband is out in the garage making Stacie Stitches Creative Studio products. Or finishing my, he's supposed to be finishing my utility cart for my Cricut machine. Which, y'all, I've been using my Cricut machine. I made labels for my son because everything in his class had to be labeled. Shit. His supply list is on the floor, but I'm telling you, the supply list is this long. I think it's the most ridiculous thing. And I showed it to, I know, I'm sidebarred, sorry. I showed it to my girlfriend who is a teacher in up north. And she was mortified at the stuff that was on the list because they're not allowed to ask for half of that stuff. And I had to remind her, I said, look, your school taxes where you are $5,000 plus. That's just school taxes. I said, mine are probably less than $1,000 a year. So I'm okay with spending the $150, $200 that I need to for school supplies, whatever. Life update. I told you about my Brick City trip. It was super fun. Ladies were super great. And back to school time. It's back to school time. So today we went and met my son's teacher, only to be disappointed because there's a child in his class and the two of them are not supposed to be in class together. And this has happened. It didn't just happen this year. It happened last year. And this was supposed to be nipped in the bud since he started school. So kindergarten, we had a problem with another student. We were told that going forward, they would never be put in the same class. Last year, not only were they put in the same class, they were put in the same pod because they were put in pods for COVID. Then we go in to meet the teacher night, and lo and behold, the kid his name is on the desk. And I was like, ugh. So we had to go back to the principal. And the vice principal knows who Brian and I are already because we've had this issue. And we've had several issues. They are not good with handling bullying at his school. At least I don't think so. So anyway, we go and we talk to the principal and the vice principal, and I said, you know, it should be noted in his record that he's not supposed to be with this other child because they just don't get along and whatever. I wasn't going to make a big deal of it, but they just can't be in the same class. I don't care if you move my son or him. Last year I did. Last year Daniel wasn't moving because he was in the class with like 3 other kids that he knew really well, and they had already struggled socially and emotionally because of the pandemic. So I was like, no, he's being with his friends. You're not taking him out of the class. You can move the other kid. I don't care. This year I was like, fine. You want to move Daniel? I don't have a problem with that. So we got that settled before we even left. So it was great. He met his new teacher, his new teacher. So we moved his class. We took all of his supplies and we met his new teacher. Young guy, very nice, super excited. Now Daniel's super excited because he's never had a male teacher before. So Mr. Melton is his new teacher. And that means school starts next week. Yay. We don't have to pay for camp anymore. My kid won't tell me 50,000 times a day that he's bored. And we're done with that. So not only does school start for him, but then school will start for me the following week. So tuition's due next week. Following week, class starts. I just keep getting the feeling I'm getting too old for this, but I just got to trudge on. It's only one class. It's only one class at a time. I don't care how long it takes. I just have to show the initiative. And if it takes me till I'm 80 years old and I'm retired, I don't really care. So I think that's it. I think obviously I spouted on long enough because my camera shut off. Doesn't like to go for longer than so much time. But, so, things to remember. If you would like random act of kindness, happy mail, want a giveaway, please fill out the Google form below. If you want to win a Plum Street sampler pattern, the secret word is, well, the secret word isn't anything, but tell me what movie the line, "What's in the box," is from. Third, if you want to participate in Secret Santa, link down below for Elfster. We'd love to have you. I think so far we're up to 31 participants. If you are going to Stitch West, please let me know because I'd love to see you, give you a hug. I am vaccinated. And, I'd love to see you there. I'm excited to go to Salt Lake City. I've never been. So any shops or, wow, I like went out of focus or something. Any shops or Flosstubers I mentioned will be linked down below, as well as the hashtags I'm participating in. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up. And if you are so inclined, hit the subscribe button or the bell to be notified when I upload my next video. I'm hoping to do this, like I said, every other week. Every week was too much. Every 3 weeks is too long. So I think every other week will be the sweet spot. So look for another video from me in a fortnight. Bye. Oh, I forgot my tagline. You know what it is. Let's quit bitchin' and just get stitchin'. Bye.